Do Portuguese people hate foreigners?
Do you want to go first, Marcos?
Well, as an actual Portuguese person,
Yeah, because let's preface this. Myself and Gabriela, we're Portuguese on paper.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you are what I'd call damn dirty foreigners. But, you
So
know,
thank you for joining us, Marcos. It's good to have you.
the thing is, I guess it's hard to answer that because people aren't a monolith. Portuguese people aren't all the same person. So there is a subsection of people who do hate foreigners. There's this idea that people from the country, from deep in the country, they are more racist than others.
Yeah.
They are less sensitive, but I don't think that they are more racist than the city folk. If you come from a different country and you go to a village in Castelo Branco or something, people will be looking at you, but they won't hate you. They will find you amusing, I think. You find more hate in the city. It's hard to tell. I mean, we have a big far right party that is currently having about a third of the actual votes that people cast. They have been for a far right party that do have racist ideas. So I guess logically, I can tell you that a third of the voting population doesn't find racism to be a deal breaker if they aren't racist themselves.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would, a third is a big percentage.
Yeah, and then we have another half of the country that still doesn't even vote. 48% that didn't vote. So who knows?
We always have a big margin of people who don't vote, but I wouldn't put it past our government that they just have a lot of dead people in their books. I mean, you know how the state
Marcus,
works.
I don't want this podcast to get shut down. Okay, like I'm scared of the dark web.
Not.
Sure, let's not. But
Yeah.
what do you feel
As a foreigner,
as a foreigner?
I've never experienced any kind of hate ever. Curiosity, I've been told that I speak Portuguese like with a Ukrainian accent, stuff like that, but never anything but welcome, curiosity. Yeah.
Do you think it would be different if you weren't white? I'm sorry,
That's a good question.
Possibly. I think it's the fact that that's possible.
Well, I can reply to that.
Yes.
Because I have an experience actually.
Okay.
As a black person.
I wish. So when I moved to Portugal 21 years ago, I didn't speak any Portuguese. So it was a little bit difficult to blend in because not everybody, I moved to a village next to Coimbra. So there were a few young people who actually spoke English, but the usual, like the people of my parents' age, grandpas, grandmas, those kind of people, they obviously didn't speak any English. So it was difficult to chat with them. Or when I was going to the coffee shop or to buy bread, I had to unshit myself, which is, by the way, my favorite expression.
Say it in
was
Portuguese.
obvious. That's in Portuguese, it's desemmerda-te.
I love
so I recommend that word to everybody. It's my favorite. So I had to unshit myself basically. And it was difficult because no matter how hard I tried to learn Portuguese or as fast, I had this Eastern Europe kind of accent. And they were like, where are you from? And for the more ignorance, it's the same thing. Doesn't matter if you're Romanian, Ukrainian, Bulgarian, Slovak, whatever. And when I would tell them like, oh, I was born in Romania, the usual, like at least half of the reactions were like, oh, so you're a gypsy. It's like, ew, you're a gypsy. So no, I was not black, but people thought I was gypsy. I was not that blonde by then. And they would ask me, why aren't you blonde with blue eyes? Like, well, I don't know. Some mistakes happened on the way. I don't know. So just to finish this, basically, there were two kinds of people. Those who were like, ew, you're a racist. You're a gypsy. And you came here to steal from us, our jobs, our boyfriends, blah, blah. Or there were the other people was like, oh my God, cool. So how are you doing here? Do you need anything? My name is blah, blah, blah. I live there. If you guys need anything. So I met both side. And I'm sure that this kind of, most of the racism, or if not all of it, comes from a place of not having enough education, or people not having had the experience of going somewhere. So it's not everybody has a chance to travel, although we are living in this point of history where you can pretty much can go anywhere, especially in Europe. You can travel anywhere. It's easier than 21 years ago when you needed like a lot of authorizations and blah, blah, blah. So it's difficult when like you find all kind of people. You have the racist ones, those who are racist, but they are not aware that are racist. And in the end, I felt bad for those who are like, so you're gypsies. Like, dude, Romania is more than just having a few gypsies in there.